It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Raiders and the Steelers coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Kicker Chris Boswell has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
And it certainly had taken Herbert long to earn his status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. Locked and loaded at every snap. And the second he sees an opening, that ball is soaring downfield. You better be on your toes against him on defense. The second you turn your head, they'll burn you.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Now Carr. A dump off here to Bolden. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep is Gunnar Olszewski. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And when you watch Kenny Pickett play, you see a young man who got better every season in college and really blossomed in his final campaign, took his game to a new level, and made him a first-round pick in the NFL. He's the type of kid who can beat you with his mind, beat you with his arm, and occasionally with his legs. A tough, skilled performer. Kenny Pickett, he's got some moxie to him.
They'll start the drive with Harris. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Pickett. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now a hit and a loose football. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, but he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not, but sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they are looking at a second down and 6 coming up. Here's Pickett. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And the Raiders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And his throw here's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. Throwing his car on third down. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
1st and 10. Here's Pickett. That's caught by the 6'8 tight end, Zach Gentry. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. There wasn't much of a window there, Charles. Had to deal with a couple of defenders, but able to find his big tight end.
And, partner, we know double coverage is a challenge for any player to try to defeat. But maybe it's a little easier if you're one of those big tight ends because you have a size advantage on just about anyone trying to cover you, and you use your body to create some space.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. A good way there to have him bounce back from the interception last drive. Something underneath, a little bit of rhythm going.
I know the best ones in the league have supreme confidence, but every now and then you need a little booster, don't you? This is their way of protecting him and bringing him back, and then they'll turn him loose later, I would think.
Working with a 2nd and 4. On the draw, it's Harris. A solid stiff arm. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Pickett to throw on 1st down. He finds Pickens over the middle. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Pickett now on 1st down. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, 26 yards. And the Steelers post the 1st points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception, this drive the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And that's complete to Adams. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Now a first carry for Brandon Bolden. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. To throw, it's Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Following the fumble recovery, Pickett. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports halftime report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for the Raiders in that first half. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. And meanwhile, for the Steelers, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there. These two teams making their last-minute adjustments. The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter of what's been a tight contest so far. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this third quarter. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. To the air on first down with Pickett. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Pickett. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Now, the offense, they had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker, partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game, 1st and 10 here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. But it's intercepted. They got... Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now Carr. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cameron Hayward picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return is Olszewski. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. He's going to air one out. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
Harris running straight ahead to the 43, 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He stiff arms him, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. 2nd and 9. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator is going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Pickett. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one. Not that another turnover on his rookie.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So Carr and the Raiders now down 10-7, 2:01 remaining. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, Carr. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They hand this off to Harris. Down at the 25. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They run again with Harris. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. On the give, this is Harris. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers will add to their 4th quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Boswell for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. The Raiders offense coming back out onto the field. Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard in the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
Carr to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing his Carr. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot. But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.